Oh, I was muted. Hi, Takada Film. I'm gonna sell these at some point soon, I think. I just don't know yet what scope will I go into in terms of like um, everything that would be included. Like that's I'm not sure. I have a lot of ideas for like stop motion assets and geometry nodes, but so far, yeah, I don't know how much will be in the pack at first. I know like end goals and stuff. Also, how are you doing? And thanks for liking my work. Um, Rococo, like Rococo, they do a lot of stuff, right? Like motion capture. I don't really use Rococo stuff. At least not yet. Also, I don't have an iOS device to try it, like facial capture. This needs to be different. Wait, why doesn't exist work? I'm currently based in Armenia, a small country, but I've been based in different places throughout my life. I lived in New York for like 11 years before I moved here. This. don't really need this. I mostly use free things. I think I only get add-ons or software when I'm at that point where I don't know how to do things without it. You know. So when there will be a day when I'm like, I need Rococo stuff. I mean, obviously it would be nice to have, but it's all about like managing. I finally got a PC a few weeks ago, a couple months back. So that's how it be sometimes. Well, if you try it out, let me know how it is. What are you planning to use it for? Like animation capture? Like body, face? Okay. Well, that makes sense. I didn't know, like, I think the only sort of mocap solution that I think I could need is like facial. Um, because I do my like body animations for my characters um, by hand, and I feel like it's part of my style that they don't really look that good. So it's closer to like a stop motion sort of stop motion animation. I want to go to like an extreme color. Wait, they don't match. I just realized. Music generated here. Was I using the wrong texture this whole time? Alright, there we go. But you know, it's like to each their own. I feel like if you need a tool and you can use a tool, you should use a tool. Random. At that D. What do you think? Does this look like a good felt? Yeah. There are like highlights at the edges that I need to fix, but I think other than that, I use a lot of felt in my work, and I feel like a lot of times it's, you know, it's so computationally heavy to have like this, which is actual instancing. Which looks better, no doubt, but you know, for background objects and such, could use this. Let's make them more similar. Oops. Too much blue. I'd say from far away. I can make the edge softer on this one. Recommendation. Sure. Don't have like full movie, but I can recommend you check out Negative Space. Oh man, I haven't seen anything. I can recommend you Lucas Ansel. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think he just won an Oscar for the best student animated short. His work is really good. I'm really bad with stuff, to be honest. I don't really I barely watch anything. Maybe I should use felt color for the translucency. Happy to have you here, by the way. I've been so focused on work. I don't think most people are interested in you know, like a lot of geometry notes without much explanation. Though I'm happy to answer any questions. Always. I actually think this is pretty good for faking it. From far, if the size was the same. I'm just not liking the noise. Maybe don't need it. I see, maybe use the same mask. Yeah, I think that's better. And maybe just less noise. You like the music? Yeah, I really like it too. It's so much better than um, all the royalty free stuff. Well, honestly, that's good enough for now, at least. Oh, I forgot to add custom images. If you want, I can send you a link to the music. When you sculpt and apply this, then I can get the texture on the model. Yeah, it's not UV dependent. So if I do geometry nodes, do I have a name for this? Yeah, felt. It will just apply. And then you can use either like fake or you can use like instanced. I need to fix the scales because currently they don't match. No, it is very easy. Actually, how about clay? Honestly, I'm not gonna do clay. I think, in my experience, from everything I've learned, it's always better to use a real clay texture, just like a real clay material, or actually go and sculpt and then scan. I think it always ends up looking way better. Now felt, the reason why I think 3D felt is like a lot more important is because you can't really scan it, right? Especially if it has like depth and texture. And like strands and all that. I want to fix the scale, but yeah, that is the reasoning. And you know, I love let's say double gum, not let's say I love double gum. Use double gum stuff all the time. And his clay is really good, and his felt is actually really good. No way competing with that. They're very different products. My felt is not for animation, and his is. Though mine is faster, I think. I'm pretty sure it is. It looks pretty good, I think, overall. And yeah, texture, adding a texture is fairly simple. You see, I even have a, let's add a texture. And I already have a planet texture that I drew. There you go. And then we just need to use the texture. On strands as well. Push it here. One I forgot to add. Okay, I need a UV map from instancer. Hi, how are you? Attribute. You know what I can do? I can make a switch. Wait, can I? I mean a mix. There is no switch. In shader nodes, and then attribute. Float. Would that work? Yes. Yes, there we go. And I need to mix it in properly. And that seems to be working. Right. I wonder why it's so much brighter than... I guess it's just the depth control. Maybe overwork that edge. I feel like it's too soft now. Also wrong material. All right, thanks for being here to cut the film. Was happy to talk to you. Have a great day. Have a great time. We'll make a post when I decide to release this. Hopefully sooner than later. I think clouds are done. Niente pierdere per работать. Hi, Dang. I don't know if you're still here, but little sad to learn Blender without someone to inspire. Just got home after a tiring day at work, and now it's a pleasure to see you again. I'm continuing to learn Blender. I'm good. I'm good. I'm excited to get this asset pack released. Don't have much time, but excited to get it done, you know. I wonder where the moving forward always. I think I got a lot done. I think I got the hardest things done. In terms of, I think the hardest thing in the pack was these clouds. Oh, I'm happy. I'm helping you be inspired. And again, as I said before, if you have any questions, feel free. Feel free to ask me. Displays. Oh. No, I don't want felt here. Alright, what's next? Wait, I need to figure out why the colors are different. There shouldn't be any difference. Somehow there is. I don't know if you can see it on the stream, but the colors are definitely different. Okay, you know, there is an easier way to solve this. What are you learning in Blender? Something specific or just Blender in general? Painting, oil paintings. That sounds beautiful. I love oil painting. You know what's my favorite part about oil painting? Is is mixing the colors. I could do it for hours. Same. Well, I'm a traditionally trained artist. I don't know if you know that. So I love drawing and painting as well. You like that? Yeah, honestly, it's like one of the sort of true things I found, and this is for myself. This is not general truth. Um, but the real truth is your truth. You know, it's your personal truth. It's something either you experienced or you believe in. Um, and I feel like I didn't get that for a long time. I think I used to tell other people's truth. And I feel like I'm in that happy place where I can tell my truth and be sure about my truth. And kind of nothing else really matters. No one can hate it. It's not theirs to hate. I don't know if that makes any sense. What's up with those super bright strands? Okay. Let's see what's going on. And my dog. Did you finish that painting of my dog? By any chance? Yeah, I need this. Oh, really? Cool. Right, my brain isn't thinking right now. The planet is a test for the short that and also testing if um, the custom image works. Wait, if this is 0, wait, I'm so confused. It's for my short about an alien. If I added some color, if I added some color to the planet, it does have a little color. Can make it whatever color I want. And then more alien. Oh, that will happen when I'm working on a final. It's gonna be a while until then. '67. 67, my friend. Pooh, how are you doing, Pooh? How are you feeling? Are you feeling better, Pooh? Good. I think I need to move on. What are you working on, Pooh, lately? Are you working on any commissions or personal projects right now? Yeah, through the clouds. Drew the pool clouds. Okay. Wait, is this it? Do you want to share any ideas? Or not yet? Did I make a calculation for this? Will it scale the instances accordingly? Yes. Wow. The middle is warm. The lower stingray. Next to the left of the turtle. Honestly, I can see the turtle, but that's quite imagination. I don't see anything in those clouds. Unless I draw something. Like a smiley face. Oops. Okay, so there will be generators. Oh my god, can you send it to me? And this is animation modifiers, let's say. I guess felt is also a generator. Also, this doesn't belong. Honestly, should I include my cardboard in this asset pack. I was trying to do rivers. Honestly, let's do rivers really quickly. Alright, since I think I'll be ending the stream soon, I'm gonna play some music. Oh, I know. Maybe we won't even get banned for this.
She said Irene. Well, I was born with a cold on my head, so I knew I'd be safe at sea. Take a second to reconcile, recognize, and take time, my friend. Time spent away from here. I won't let nobody in, no one. Even the sun through my window, as I have done. Lately we see that I'm alone for the rest of the week. Yes, I know that this relation is deep. And I asked her whether I'd be safe here, at least for a while. She just smiled and said, it's getting cold and I need something to eat. It's getting cold and I need something to eat. These new catches, they don't know the actions of what I have done. Well, I was trapped in the talons of Talon, and they won't let me run away from here. So here I am. Sure to perform for you all, so just settle down. And I don't mind if you've made up yours, because I'm sure there's more than what you're aiming for, and I'm
But should I use quadrilateral?
Well, I'm low for the rest of the week. Rest assured that this depression is deep. Well, I asked her whether I'd be safe here. At least a while she just smiled and said, it's getting cold and I need something to eat. She must be hard of hearing. It's getting cold and I need something to eat. This wound is far from healing.
Actually, no. I think I'm gonna use a line and extrude it instead.
Cause we found love right there in the dark. And I'd swear at you ours if you care for a light. Or if my spliff six would spark whilst my kiss followed suit. Try rebuke all the signs of the smoke in the room. Can't take me down, I'll forever run through the gates of the trains of the overground. be taking shape, hopefully make it when I'm 21. By the time I'm 35, I won't even remember, son. I told so many people to take care. I forgot to take care of myself, now I'm running from mental health. Must be something wrong. And since young, always told I had a long fuse. Even made an example of up in the classroom, sister in riots. In Warwick Park with the teachers and shouts out, Miss Dyer, yeah I see ya. I was always an outlaw, less was more. Before I met you, my soul was creeping around floors, down dark and alleyways where scallywags were hanging down and out. Side the sidings of the stations or the roundabouts, I was always an outlaw. Before I met you, 'cause we found love right there in the dark. And I'd swear at you asked if you'd care for a light, or if my spliff six would spark whilst my kiss followed suit. Try rebuke all the signs of the smoke in the room. Said I'm tired 'cause I've been running around your head for 23 hours. I had already got you a drink outside the empty saloon with time to think. Bar mats on the ceiling, Ruben and I had drank together, still succeeding. Just so you know, yeah, the train was in 10 minutes. Didn't think that we'd make it in time, but we did it. And all although my taste and smell are leaving me lightheaded, feeling a love for you is 3 times this headache. I finally found the person in this world who gets it, who knows the journey seems longer when you don't know where you're headed. I was always an outlaw. Less was more.
Never has to be complicated, I don't think.
My soul's creeping around floors, down dark alleyways.
I think I'll a lot of times just make it complicated for myself.
Before I met you, my soul was creeping around floors, down dark alleyways where scallywags were hanging down and out. Side the sidings of the stations of the roundabouts, I was always an outlaw. Yeah, I was always an outlaw. Less was more. Before I met you,
What?
my soul was creeping around floors, down dark alleyways where scallywags were hanging down and out. Side the sidings, the stations of the roundabouts, I was always an outlaw. Before I met you.
What do you mean? Oh, I guess it is when you finish. I see what you're saying. Yeah. I guess so. Yeah, now let's see if we can make nice material for this. Now I'm gonna listen to that song again. It's so good.
We found love right there in the dark, and I'd swear at you ours if you care for a light. Off my spliff 6 would spark, whilst my kiss followed suit. Try rebuke all the signs of the smoke in the room. Can't take me down, I'll forever run through the gates of the trains of the overground. be taking shape, hopefully make it when I'm 21. By the time I'm 35, I won't even remember, son. I told so many people to take care. I forgot to take care of myself, now I'm running from mental health. Must be something wrong. And since young, always told I had a long fuse. Even made an example of up in the classroom, sister in riots. In Warwick Park with the teachers and shouts out, Miss Dyer, yeah I see ya. I was always an outlaw, less was more. Before I met you, my soul was creeping around floors, down dark alleyways where scallywags were hanging down and out. Side the sidings of the stations or the roundabouts, I was always an outlaw. Before I met you, 'cause we found love right there in the dark. And I'd swear at you asked if you care for a light. Off my spliff 6 would spark, whilst my kiss followed suit. Try rebuke all the signs of the smoke in the room. Said I'm tired 'cause I've been running around your head for 23 hours. I had already got you a drink outside the empty saloon with time to think. Bar mats on the ceiling, Ruben and I drank together, still succeeding. Just so you know, yeah, the train was in 10 minutes. Didn't think that we'd make it in time, but we did it. And although my taste and smell are leaving me lightheaded, feeling a love for you is 3 times this headache. I finally found the person in this world who gets it, who knows the journey seems longer when you don't know where you're headed. I was always an outlaw, less was more. Before I met you,
Watercolor. And watercolor is my favorite.
Scallywags were hanging down and outside the sidings of the stations of the roundabouts. I was always an outlaw. before I met you. My soul was creeping around floors, down dark and alleyways.
Love watercolors. That's my main medium.
Side to side ends of the stations of the roundabouts, I was always an outlaw. Yeah, I was always an outlaw. Less was more. Before I met you, my soul was creeping around floors, down dark and alleyways where scallywags were hanging down and out. Side to side in the stations of the roundabouts, I was always an outlaw. Before I met you. Yes, I will board that train. I will follow over you. Yes, I will board that train. I will follow over you. She said I was born insane. I thought I was alright with you. Guess who rode by my drain? I felt like a fighter for you. I'm gonna ride that line so far, as if I was a movie star. Guess who I saw today, my dear? My life was so unsure, rescued by an awful dawn. Now they're cast like die, people pushing past my pain. One hand on the sill light, my old man, I thought I lost my way. But what's it to be saying? Please don't go out of your way. I'm not trying to rein you in, I'm just washing away our sins. Oh, I will follow over you, over you. Yes, I will board that train. I will follow over you. Yes, I will board that train. I will follow over you. She said I was born insane. I thought I was alright with you. Guess who rode by preoccupations, but I'm impeccably playing this planet of ours. She said it was worth it, I heard it, there was life on Mars. The cars, they keep driving by, I rolled the line right through your door. I've had loads of weird ideas before, but now I'm unsure. How many times would I ride that line to you on this moving car? Well, I found solace in 1,000 photographs of mine and yours. Then I forget what I saw, but I don't know what I was taking myself so seriously for. Unsure, yes, I will board that train, I will follow over and over you. Yeah, I will board that train, I will follow over you. She said she was born insane, I thought I was dope. Well, guess who rode by my train? Not you. Guess who I saw today? My dear, I saw you. Yes, I will board that train. I will follow over you. Over you.
There is so much good.
Another disappointed soul. Well, I tried to keep it in control. Well, I went up on your door. It's my life for now, for winter that go. Whoa, blue, you've got me on the go. But don't worry, you'll never know. And your eyes are never cold to me. Well, at least that's what I've been told. And girl, you made my dreams come true. It's all it was all for you. Myself is still my guts run the floor. Feel to inside me. Little what I could be. See, girl, what I say. I never rise. The skies are gray. The skies are gray. As this hit, see, girl, I wish it hit. You know I wish it hit. You see, I'm tired every night. See, things never seem quite right. I'm never fully content. I wish it wasn't when. Well, for once, if you're let me boy, they pull stunts to stunt your progress. I know it's slow to digest. Just wait inside, stressed. You know I'm blessed. Definitely no blessed. Why don't you serve this dream of being yourself? I always see myself get picked off the back of the shelf. Again, 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 again. You know my man. You're my baby, you know my heart. God is breaker.
The music we're listening to, yeah, some of my favorite artists.
This next song we're about to play is called The Ceiling. I just stroking my head on the cranes. Well, now they're alone, I will just want the same. The meaning try to walk about among stolen sights that talk about a passionate lives were easy now. Maybe I was bound, just bathed in doubt. While scanning different coasts, where my blame can lay and roast in the heat of my own treason. Just as another payment tolls, I remain aware of those when consumed to pipes of reason. Not used to our lovers crow to the glue I unfold when the scenery starts peeling. This is the final line I wrote when applying the final code that will bring down the ceiling.
Yeah, what do you think?
This is the final line I'm over, blind and cold who break down the ceiling. This is the final line I roll when I'm blind, find them cold, the will bring down the wall. It's going alright. And soak it in. I mean, this sponge side was coated in the bone for your tile. They're breaking in all across my coastline. It's why I'm waking in to find heaven has bled into my bed and I'm drifting away. Iron heaven, Father, I need you so. If you melted your love,
It's it is kind of like a worm crawling in the grass.
reasons unknown. How sweet I know of her. This is the wormhole, radiates me undercover. Through your burning soul, it's bled into my bed and I'm drifting away.
The shader is pretty heavy though. What can you do? I wonder.
Well, I adore. Swept away and off the shore, near of us remain on the floor. I know you want this more. So let my ways take what I adore, what I adore.
King Cruel, live from the Village Studios on KCRW this morning and streaming on youtube.com/KCRW. The album 6 Feet Beneath the Moon will have copies to give away in a few minutes, along with tickets for the show sold out tomorrow night at the Echo here in Los Angeles. Archie, tell us a bit about your upbringing, man.
What do you want me to say?
Well, where you from? I know you're from London, but tell us a little more.
I'm from South London. I grew up in a good house. Grew up with a roof, food. It was nice. Bad education, and yeah, I guess I built a lot of knowledge, and now I'm making music.
You have such a distinctive style, just a raw quality in your voice and lyric. When did you start to find your voice and your style?
I've been doing it since, well, I've been writing songs since I was 8 years old. Uh, I guess I just kept developing, and I'm still developing, so I still feel like I quite haven't found my sound yet. But I'm always open to stuff, and yeah, I think might have been might have been the age I was 15 that I realized I was making good stuff. So it kind of inspired me to make more.
Were you that age when you really, you looked at paper and you thought, nah, I've written a really good song?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
write? Did you write all these songs on this album alone?
Yeah.
And did you feel from an early age that you had kind of a skill as a writer in being able to play with language and arrange your ideas? I mean, was that just kind of natural to you?
Yeah, I mean, it was, it came, like I said, it was just always developing, definitely my desire was natural to be a musician. I always, always, always wanted to be a musician. And, yeah, I guess, I just kept that in my mind and kept trying to make music, and the more I'd done it, the more I liked it.
Did anyone encourage you along the way?
Yeah, my mother, my father, my uncle were all musicians. My brother's a musician. I think the area I grew up in southeast London was quite musical. I think it was all around me, and I feel like I didn't have any other path. So, yeah,
They must be quite proud now.
yeah, they are.
You're joined in studio today and on the road with Jack, James, and George. Do you feel that this project will evolve further as a band project, or was there any consideration of you going out alone?
Well, I mean, I've played a few shows on my own. I think it was always a desire to have the backing of a band from a young age, and it really it gives you more confidence. It empowers you more to have sounds coming out of everywhere, and I think they're great musicians, so it works well.
Do you get inspired just being out on the road and kind of jotting down new ideas for songs?
Yeah, for sure. I'm constantly writing. Yeah.
Tell us some highlights so far on this ride. I know you've just probably been enjoying it and staying in the moment, but you mentioned some big cities here in the States that you've been to.
Yeah.
What have been some highlights so far?
Oh man, there's been quite a few. I think Toronto was real nice. We just came from Toronto. That was real cool. I think it's really hard to pick out the best moments.
Sure. What do you make of Los Angeles?
Oh, it's real nice, man. The weather, everything about it is real nice, and it's a very wide place.
It's very wide.
Yeah. I want to
That's
spend
true.
more time here though, explore more parts.
You should do. You should do. So, do you have just the show tomorrow at the Echo, or do you have a second show?
Yeah, we got two. Yeah,
That's great.
yeah. It should be real good, man. I'm really
Well,
looking forward to them.
Congratulations, man. What a showing. I mean, 2 nights at the Echo, and I'll bet they're both sold out. So
Yeah,
that is just terrific.
yeah, man. It's real cool.
Well, it's exciting when an artist comes along and is just doing, his own thing. You're clearly not pandering to a trend or something. It's just sort of your vibe, and everyone's drawn to it. That's great.
Yeah, man. It's amazing that we've got such a backing worldwide, and I think that's really surprised me. Even finding out that we sold out one show, let alone two. So it's real cool.
Good, man. Good. Well, it's funny because as a DJ, I have points of reference that I'll play around your music, and so some of the things that I've been playing, in sets around your tracks are like the Jam, or even a Billy Bragg. I played once just because I think the quality of your voice, the sort of heavy accent of Billy Bragg. and the streets as well.
Yeah.
Feel a connection there. What are in your mind? What are your points of reference for your music?
Mm. That's a hard question, man. I'd say Fela Kuti is one of them. Just because of his rawness, its energy, the sort of stuff he done live was really something that has inspired me. The voice of Chet Baker for sure. The tones of it, really amazing. There's so many. I'm going through my list somewhere along this line.
Well, those are two good ones.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, man. Have you lot got any?
You putting the band on the spot?
Yeah.
Well, no worries. Those are good ones. Those are good ones. We can leave it at that. So we're going to have tickets coming up for the show sold out at the Echo tomorrow night. King Cruel, our guest in studio, as we head into your second set. Many of you out there have heard me play the song Easy Easy, which I hope we're going to get to. You have that as an encore. Did we convince you to do that one?
Maybe.
Maybe. All right. Well, let's get into your second set for us. It's King Cruel, live from the Village. You can watch online at youtube.com/KCRW.
Hello. This is Cementality. See, the cement has never meant so much. My hot head cools to the stone cold touch. I look to settle my sip with the dust. Brain, leave me be. Can't you see that these eyes are shut? I enter my bed through that window. I hit zero. This guilt, loveless sins flow thoroughly through me. Well, I'll descend smoothly. My concrete bed beckons, can you hear me? I was born in seconds, do you feel the way you steer me towards the ground? You shot me down, I hit the ground. That awful sound, brothers beating down. No, I was never scared. Once pain had made my vision impaired, but now I'm free of care. See, if life isn't fair, then at least death's there to hold both hands, to stroke through lands. Well, as it stands, this empty vessel of a man can't be moved. It's not the cracks of the grooves, but the pavement soothes.
Tuna, my boy. Got my coffee, man. So good. How are you doing? Man, miss you so much. You just returned from mountains? Were you hiking? I'm trying to make a stop motion asset pack because I realize people don't really like making things on their own. So I'm gonna make a Oh, snowboard tank, right. Snow. It's winter, I forget. Though I do go outside just to walk the dog. Yeah, so I'm making a stop motion asset pack for people just to, you know, just to use. Because my new job starts soon. And I want to finish it. You just need to be the only person to make all this stuff. Everyone else should just watch. I think that's how it is. It's just the process is really not fun. There's really nothing to watch. I think I'm streaming just, you know, just to work more.
There's a storm in the west. Before it gets the best of me, the stress will be eased if you undress. But I think no less. Yeah, so see how it grows cold. I need to
Yeah, I think it goes really well. I mean, I'm not just doing it for other people, but I'm doing it for myself. I've made some really cool stuff that I'm gonna use in my future projects. Let me show you. Oh no. Look, I made like cotton clouds. They're so nice. Wait, let me make the sun brighter. Look, you can draw any shape you like, and it will turn into a cotton cloud. I don't know, that's exciting. And there's also like a different type. Wait, that's not how you draw an eye. Tuna. Right? It's really cool, and it's so fast. This one's good, but this is more of an achievement, and just technically. Just because it needs to follow the curvature of what you draw. I mean, you're a doctor, you work with cotton a lot. Isn't that what cotton looks like? Very close, right? And then I made felt. With like a shit ton of controls. That's pretty much how it all started. Because I want my next project, the one about the alien, to be a lot more stop motion-y, you know? And I feel like I want to use a lot of felt, a lot of cottony stuff. And I started making it for that, and then I was like, I've had really good sales lately, and I was like, why not make a new add-on? Hopefully before my next job starts. Look at this cutie. No one's paying attention to her, and she's going crazy. Like Leatherwood, no. Honestly, for all that, you can just use like regular textures. The reason why I'm making this is because this doesn't really exist in a 3D world because it's not a texture, it's actual geometry generated. Whoa. Oh, her breath smells so fucking horrible. I'm trying to. She's going crazy. She thinks we're playing. I'm not playing. Oh, it doesn't look good that close. Sadly. Alright, I'm about to.
Что тебе забрать? Что тебе забрать? Ты что с ума сошел? У меня осталось чуть-чуть совсем доработать.
I don't care about sunny days, can be outside on the shades. Can be outside on the shades, can be like this and that, right? That's okay. Is that okay?
Alright, even mom came out and complained about her barking.
She's lying to me, I'm the tired of this shit you got. You don't know stop. You're a bunch of bad witches, bunch of bad witches.
Little crazy dog.
Ooh, I don't wanna be trapped.
I look like a snack in that sweater, I know.
And now I'm gonna make you clear, girl, I tell you.
What happened to your lip?
If I can't have it, no one can.
Why are you biting your own lip? She's so cute. What a stinky little child.
What am I to do? I've given up on loving you. I know it's not nothing new.
Depressed dog.
Please do what I ask of you.
I see.
Please do what I want of you. It's just not fair, baby. Blue and colors too.
Yeah.
Я чуть-чуть поиграю на пианино до 7
One day I'm gonna have you, but for now, well, I don't care.
Do you actually like hikes with me? What do you mean by hikes?
Of you and I loving me.
Like actual hikes?
There was not much I could do. There was not much I could do.
My little crazy dog. I don't think she likes walking with me.
But I'm not gonna cry like you cried.
I don't think, yeah. I think she would prefer for us to let her go off the leash.
Don't try and get in my heart. Don't try and get away.
Yeah. She really likes outside. When she's outside, the rest of the world it disappears. I don't exist. She won't even look at me.
Ooh, I don't wanna be trapped in the black of your heart. And now I'm gonna make it clear, girl, I tell you.
Alright, I'm gonna let her go.
From the inside to the out.
But inside just cuddles? Yeah, a lot of cuddles. She doesn't quite realize what her size is. It's so funny. She thinks she's tiny. And she always tries to sit in spots where she can't actually fit. And what's happening with my hair? I mean, other than the hairline just not being there. Your hair needs more coffee always. Honestly, I've been a little lazy about making coffee. Do you want your dog solo your cat? Well, honestly, my dog is a cat. What do you mean by soloing your cat? Tina, are you getting ready for work?
This next song's about the sky.
Of day. Wait, why are you up so early? Wait, is it early for you?
My sandpaper side engraved line into the rust.
It's 9. Early. You could have just said early. Tuna, can you be honest? Does this look like felt? It does. Something doesn't quite work, but I'll figure it out later. Why does it say fake? Because it I made 2 types. Let me show you. This is fake, and I'll try on this one, and I'll choose real, and you'll see the difference in a second. I just need to probably add a light. Now we do. Okay, there we go. Just a few adjustments. Something's definitely broken. Because it should be its incorrect color. Oh, I didn't finish making this. It's actual, in this case, it's actual geometry. I'll try and make them more similar to each other. No, I mean the colors are off, but you get the idea. But this is like this is pretty heavy for like rendering and this is very, very free. So if you have like an up close, you would probably want to use this. And if you want, if it's a background object, you just use this. Yeah, a lot of efficiency. Yeah, because this is all, if I go into this mode, it's like literal strands. And this one's nothing. But from far away, probably no one will be able to tell the difference. And this is really good. You can even color like individual strands to a different color. Wait, that's broken. .499. Of course, it's broken.
That's King Cruel, live on KCRW this morning, joining us from the Village Studios in West LA.
There you go.
On stage tomorrow, at the Echo, King Cruel. We've got autographed copies of the album.
So yeah, you can color hair is different color,
For our members to see the show.
and
KCRW DJ Schreier will open that show. I know he's
oh, this definitely doesn't work.
If you have not won a giveaway,
Let's see why.
90 days, call us for your chance to win tickets and CDs right now at 877-600-KCRW. That's 877-600.
Okay, that is correct.
These CDs and tickets available to our current members only, first come, first served basis, non-transferable. Well,
That is correct.
excellence, my friend. Thank you guys for coming through KCRW today. We only have a few more minutes left to try and get in easy, but it's up to you, man. You want to do that, or you want to bow out? All right. King Cruel, live on KCRW.
Same old Bobby, same old babe. We ain't got nothing.
No, it's pretty cool.
Same old cars, same old streets.
I need that to make that soft edge a little better.
We ain't got nothing.
It's kind of poopy right now.
Easy come and easy go. We I'm sure I told you so. We they swanning for your dough. We I'm sure I told you so.
Is it too smooth? Just weird looking. I think this is already better, yeah. It's a shitty effect. It doesn't really work. But anyway, that's the idea. I can probably like tweak it to make it a little better.
I'll keep
Nothing really works.
If you're going through hell, we just keep going. Yeah, easy. Yeah, so easy.
Other than that, I need to open a different file. Let me show you. Alright, it's opening, as you can see. Still loading. All right, so this is a cool thing, I think. So it's a string generator, and it works with animation. So I have this. Let's say I add another object, and I'll go back to my thing. It will have a string attached to it, first of all, and then you can set like animation parameters. Like I can make it really fast, and then I can make it really slow, and then I can do a swing scale and rotation scale, but then it kind of goes insane. I can adjust maximum string length. I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, you also don't have to like animate it. They can just be hanging. I didn't finish this either. Like them. Alright, I should be back. I was saying how it's like for props that are hanging from the ceiling, like clouds, sun. Let's say your character could be whatever. It's just you know, nice and easy, and pre-animated pretty much. And you can also why did I make this? Oh, yeah, it can be stepped. So it can be like stop motion, like. And it's not like buggy, it's just the way it is. And then I made some types of fire. Like this is a very simple fire, and you can do a line or a circle. Super simple, but for stop motion, you know, really, you can really quickly like set up assets. And then I have hand painted fire that looks like this. And you'll be able to choose between different types, like paper, and clay and cardboard, but currently I only have cardboard. Oh, wiggle. That's also a thing. And then there's also smoke. Like a smoke simulation thing that I've used before in my projects. You've probably seen it. But it's being remade just a little bit. With all the wind velocity controls and stuff like that. And so rivers, and then I also have like a bush generator. But I don't think I will be including that in like a first batch. Oh, I forgot to show you one cool thing. There's one more. Where is Suzanne? It's like wobbling effect. That's dependent on a point in space. So that's the pivot, and you can have your object move. Like the bushes in the moon outside Benioff. Similar, not quite. Those were like really complex. And then you can sort of have that stop motion sort of feel to it, and then switch your pivot point. I actually used this on my latest project, and it was really useful. Yeah, I think it's really good. Nothing complex, you know, everything is, you don't have to do anything as a user. You don't have to, like with my previous add-on where you had to relearn how to use Blender. Now you can just, you know, oh, I want clouds. You draw clouds, done. And yeah. And then, oh, I want felt. You don't have to do anything. You can, you know, create any object. Let's make a torus. And then you're like, oh, felt. And you got it, you know? And it looks good, I think. And then, where's the river? And then I want the river. And then, you know, you draw a river. And it's there. And it moves. I feel like my last add-on has a lot of sales. But I feel like I've also learned that people really don't want to learn pretty much another software. Which is fine, which is understandable. Something quick and easy. Something fast. And it's still, I feel like partially it is still yours, you know? Yeah. for sure. And honestly, it'd be good for my projects as well. Like all of this came from my projects, either personal um, or not. And yeah, I think I'm pretty close to being done. Um, just small things, small fixes, making UI better, um, and sort of those clouds would be in the same sort of pack, which I need to get to. But yeah, also learned a lot of cool things. Like for example, I can never control the scale user works at, so I made a calculator, and if user's cloud is not like this, but huge, it will adjust to the scale that the user working on. Still need to figure out why all the colors are incorrect. So Tuna, how was snowboarding? Yeah. Oh, my sister just they went to snowboard in Germany, and they went there and there was no snow. I think that's insanity. Why is nothing changing? Wait, did you go to Vermont? Wait, where else would you go, right? Alright, please do. Alright, have a great breakfast. Miss you and love you, and thanks for coming in. You make my day better. Always. Love you too. I think I'm gonna go too. Getting pretty tired. Love you. Bye.